Very good morning to all of you. Am I audible to all? Yes, students, am I audible? Yes, students, am I audible to all? Okay. Screen is visible. Hope screen is also visible to you. Okay, so in continuation with the unit 4 topics, today we will deal with the last type of amplifier. EDFA we have seen. EDFA is directly based on the material of semiconductor which we are using. Okay, erbium-3 material we are using over there. Based on that, amplifier is constituted. Okay, now depending on the scattering parameters, scattering property of light, a Raman amplifier is designed. Okay, what is this Raman scattering or Raman amplifier? It uses a property of scattering. The principle of Raman scattering is that a lower wavelength. The principle of Raman scattering is that a lower wavelength pump laser light traveling down an optical fiber along with the input signal. Here you can see pump wavelength and signal wavelength. Okay, both are traveling together down an optical fiber along with the signal. Scatters of atoms in the fiber, loses some energy to the atoms and then continue its journey with the same wavelength as the signal. So what it does, both these signals scatter off some atoms in the fiber, loses some energy to the atoms, and then continue its journey, okay, with the same wavelength as the signal. This is the property of Raman scattering. Okay, again I will repeat. The principle of Raman scattering is that a lower wavelength pump laser light traveling down an optical fiber along with the signal scatters off atoms in the fiber, loses some energy to the atoms, and then continue its journey with the same wavelength as the signal. Okay, so this is the basic property of Raman scattering, where the signal strength remains the same. Now we will discuss how Raman amplifiers are designed by using Raman scattering principle. Raman amplification. It requires no special doping in the optical fiber. Likewise, we had in the previous amplifier, we doped erbium material into the optical fiber so that amplification occurs. But here, there is no special doping in the optical fiber. It is usually accomplished as distributed amplification. That is, it happens throughout the length of the actual transmission fiber rather than all in one place in a small box. Just in a case of EDFA, EDFA had a small box. Okay, here the amplification takes place throughout the length of the fiber. The signal strength remains the same by scattering property. It again takes the energy from the photons released, and it travels throughout the length of the fiber without any kind of attenuation. So in this way, Raman amplification is achieved. You can draw this diagram of Raman scattering first in your copy. Is it finished? All of you finished? Next, Raman amplification, basic signal diagram. This diagram elaborates it very easily. We will draw one more diagram for Raman amplification. And you can write the concept. It doesn't uses any special doping in the optical fiber. Okay? It accomplishes this amplification process by distributed amplification. Finished? Is it okay? Okay. So, basics of Raman amplifier. This optical amplifier works on the principle of stimulated Raman scattering SRS. See, this scattering property is used in attenuation absorption also, that signal degradation. There, this topic is elaborated very nicely, stimulated Raman scattering. Okay, but this is not mentioned in your topic. But we should know the basics of scattering. Scattering क्या होता है हमने पढ़ा था उसमें. ठीक है? When an atom is in ground state and it absorbs a photon having a particular energy level, but when the atom falls basic from excited state to ground state, it emits a photon having different energy. Okay, we have seen the principle of stimulated emission also. Due to the difference in these energy level, the vibration of optical cable takes place. Thus, this stimulated Raman scattering occurs whenever there is interaction between optical energy and vibrational modes of cable. Then again, they distribute their energy. They exchange their energy levels. Okay, this is the basic concept of your Raman amplifier, which uses stimulated Raman scattering principle. Okay, which uses the principle of stimulated emission of photon. Okay, if photon energy is same, okay, then it will emit more light into the material. If photon energies are different, then what will happen? Vibration of optical cable takes place. Okay, which happens due to your SRS process. Okay, whenever there is interaction between optical energy and vibrational mode of cable, stimulated Raman scattering occurs. Okay, and Raman amplifier is designed on the basic principle of SRS. Okay, typical Raman amplifier configuration. You can see here a signal is transmitted, transmission fiber. Okay, for long distance signal is transmitted. A circulator is used. See, circulators are used to circulate the power from one end to another end. ठीक है, अगर हमें रोटेट करना है और पावर दूसरी एंड पे भी वी वांट टू ट्रांसमिट तो वी विल यूज अ सर्क्यूलेटर. ठीक है, so from one end to second end and in between we are pumping the energy to the fiber through which your original light is transmitted. So pumping energy, this is a Raman pump. Just wait student, I will allow some students are waiting in the lobby. So pumping is done. Okay, you can see the wavelength of pumping, and due to Raman pumping, there becomes amplification of input signal, and we receive the signal with much better quality. This is the typical Raman amplifier configuration. You have seen EDFA configuration, you have seen SOA amplifier. So this is the Raman amplification amplitude with respect to wavelength. At particular wavelength, you can see there is a much better amplitude of input light. transmitted spectrum. This is the received spectrum. So this is the Raman amplification. Now I will show you this contents from one of the standard book, Fiber Raman amplifier. Okay, now here we will derive some formulas also, and you can write and draw this diagram, and we will just write down the final expression of Raman amplifier to simplify the numerical. Okay, so write down in this Fiber Raman amplifiers, FRAs. Okay, it is known as FRS. Now we will first see the Raman effect. How Raman effect takes place. Consider the interaction of light quantum of energy h nu. Okay, and wavelength, we all know lambda is equal to c upon nu with a molecule as a collision, satisfying the law of conservation of energy. In this encounter, the light quantum suffers a loss of energy and hence appears in the spectrum as a radiation of increased wavelength. This is called Stokes shift. Okay, the same scattering process, energy will be transferred, atoms will be generated, okay, and that energy will be given to the original signal. The molecule which takes up the energy is transported to a higher level of rotation or vibration. This phenomenon is known as Raman scattering. Okay, the same thing which we have discussed. Okay, and then when giant pulses of short duration and high peak power are incident on a scattering medium such as silica glass, non-linear phenomenon are observed. One such process is known as stimulated Raman scattering. Okay, so this is your SRS. They can ask you about SRS also. Okay, you can write down the same things over here. So here, what we are taking, students, herein the incident light wave of frequency V induces a gain in the scattering medium at another frequency V dash. Okay? And VR is the frequency of some Raman active vibration जो हमारा light produce होगा due to this incident wave and pumping signal. ठीक है? That is known as a VR frequency of some Raman active vibration. तो टोटल जो न्यू फ्रीक्वेंसी जनरेट होगी V dash will be equals to V minus VR. ठीक है, if the incident power is above the threshold value, the gain can exceed losses and scattered beam with frequency V dash gets amplified. The power of the stimulated Raman line has been found to be much greater than that of spontaneous emission. You know the process of spontaneous emission. Okay, so here the light produced is much greater than your spontaneous emission release of photon. Okay, so this phenomenon of SRS has been used in making of fiber Raman amplifier. So this is the basic concept of fiber Raman amplifier. Now you can draw these diagrams of FRA. This is the forward pumping, this is the backward pumping of signal. Signal in with lambda S, pump in forward direction lambda P. This is your coupler, coupling both the effects and producing output. And Raman amplification takes place throughout the length of the fiber, and this is the amplified output signal, that is lambda S. Why we are amplifying the signal? We all know during the transmission of signal, the signal travels a large length, so your photon energy reduces. Hence, we put amplifiers in between this communication so that signal strength will be proper. So finish this. See, both the pump beam at a frequency Vp and the input signal की frequency क्या है? Vs. Or you can write Fs also. ठीक है? Into a specific optical fiber serving as an optical amplifier through an optical coupler. The pump wavelength is lambda p is converted into a signal wavelength lambda s by SRS. By SRS effect, it will release some more photon, it will scatter the atoms, and that energy will be absorbed by the signal. And the signal strength will remain the same. Okay? In other words, what we can say, if a suitable optical fiber is optically pumped by an appropriate source, the signal beam will get amplified as the two beams co-propagate along the fiber. In practice, both forward pumping and backward pumping. Forward pumping means in the direction of signal. Okay, the pump beam in the direction of propagation of signal beam, and backward pumping means the pump beam in the direction opposite to that of the signal. In the second diagram, you can see input signal traveling, okay, and we are pumping backward. From backward direction, we are giving signal strength to the original input signal. And lambda is amplified signal output to this port. Okay, and both the situations are possible. What we can say regarding SRS? SRS is a resonant phenomenon. It does not require population inversion. That's why we don't have a material with different band gap energy. We are not using that kind of material over here. Okay? So it does not require any kind of population inversion. Population inversion property is required in your EDFA. Okay? Again, students. Yes, students, please be on time. Don't get late. So in case of forward pumping, the variation of pump and signal power along the FRA for small signal amplification may be studied by solving the following two equations. You can write down this equation in your copy. Finish dps upon dz minus alpha s ps. अल्फा क्या है? हमारे फाइबर लॉसेस है. We have seen signal degradation, absorption loss and all. So these are the fiber losses per unit length. Alpha S for input signal. B defines your pump signal, pump frequencies. ठीक है? PS and PP are the signal and pump powers. And GR. This GR is the Raman gain coefficient. AP is the cross-sectional area of the pump beam inside the fiber. You can write this equation 10.27 and 10.28. Okay, now solving these equations, okay, we want to find the effective length of the fiber as well as overall net gain we want to find. Okay, so you can write down first equation as effective length of the fiber is given by this equation. Effective length. And write down this equation. Overall net gain PS of L upon PS of N. Signal power is your PS and output power is your PS of L. ठीक है? Gain output upon input ratio. ठीक है? And which can be written as exponential. This equation you can write down. Exponential G0 minus alpha S into L. Where G0 is given by this equation. G0 is given by this equation. Gain in dB may be obtained as follows. Finished? So gain in dB may be obtained by equation number this 10 log 10 gain of fiber Raman amplifier. Finished, student? Okay, all of you done with the final equations? So experimentally we achieved 20 dB of gain by using FRA. Okay, so all these equations are very important. So now you can simplify this numerical. Please write down question. A fiber Raman amplifier has a length of 2 kilometers. Fiber Raman amplifier has a length of 2 kilometers. The attenuation coefficients alpha S, alpha P for signal and pump wavelength for this fiber are okay, are 0.15 and 0.20 dB per kilometer. Assume that AP, the area of the pump, ठीक है ना, beam is 60 micrometer square and GR is your 5 into 10 to the power minus 14 milli per watt. The amplifier is pumped by a laser of 1 watt power. The amplifier is pumped by a laser of 1 watt power. If the input signal power is 1 microwatt, if the input signal power is 1 microwatt, calculate the output signal power calculate the output signal power for forward pumping and the overall gain in dB. Okay, so we have to use the above equations which you have written in your copy. Power का equation use में लेना है हमें, which is this equation, a very big equation. But students, you have to remember these equations. PS of L is equal to input power exponential GR upon AP. ठीक है? Pumping power, this is your pumping power, input power, 1 minus exponential minus alpha PL upon alpha P. ठीक है? This is the first term minus alpha SL. Minus alpha SL. So clear, student, all the parameters are given to you. Just write down all the values and calculate this power. And please tell me the answer. I'm waiting for the answer. So in this unit, very less numericals are there. You have seen in 2 topics, I think there are formulas. So you just write down and mug up these formulas so that you can simplify these numericals also. Finished, students? Please write down the answer in the chat box. Waiting for the answer. You take your time and please simplify it. Yes, students, you have calculator. Simplify it. Yes, student, what is the answer? Are you putting efforts to simplify? You have calculators. Yes, Aditi, what is the answer, beta? Charu? No one is in mood to simplify, I think. Long time, na? Yeah, I think you haven't used calculators also. So it's okay if you don't want to do mathematical calculations right now. You can do it afterwards. And the answer is minus of your 4.582 microwatt power. 4.52 watt microwatt. And the net gain is your output power upon input power, which is given by 4.582 because the input power was 1 microwatt. Okay, and gain in dB is given by 10 log 10 gain of fiber Raman amplifier. Put this value in decibels and find out the gain in dB. So gain in dB is 6.61 dB. You can see how much gain we are getting for fiber Raman amplifier. So I think all have completed this numerical. Finished? Yes, student, am I audible to all? So this finishes your fiber Raman amplifier topic. And now we will we will see the numericals. And we have finished with the unit 4th. Now we are just left with one more unit. And for that unit also we have discussed WDM. It is based on WDM topic only. So we will first simplify one numerical of laser. So write down the numerical. Yes, student. Calculate the ratio of stimulated emission rate to the spontaneous emission rate for an incandescent lamp operating at a temperature of 1000 K. It may be assumed that the average operating wavelength is 0.5 micrometer. So you can read the question. It's a very simple question. You have to find the ratio of stimulated emission rate upon spontaneous emission rate. Okay? And here we have to find the operating frequency because your wavelength is given to you. Okay? Speed of light we all know. And AF is a very important parameter. Frequency of operation is very important. Okay? So here we have to use expression of stimulated emission rate upon spontaneous emission rate. Okay? That equation, I will show you that equation. See, we have studied so many topics here. I think that equation is not here. So you can get the equation from senior book students. Their equation is there. Put the values and find out the output. It's very simple. And the formula is also very simple. It depends on Planck's constant value. It depends on Planck's constant value. Okay? HF upon EG T. The 1 upon exponential HF upon E into T. The temperature. Okay, and you have to find this ratio. You can write down the answer. You can note 3.1 into 10 to the power minus 13 is the answer for this numerical. Okay, now we will simplify the second numerical. Write down in your copy. A ruby laser contains a crystal of length 4 centimeter with a refractive index of 1.78. The peak emission wavelength from the device is 0.55 micrometer. Determine the number of longitudinal modes and their frequency separation. See student, this topics we have discussed where we have found out the mode hopping and number of partition modes generated due to this laser. So that value is Q value and del F. Frequency separation is always given by del F. So you have to find first the longitudinal mode supported. Q is coming out to be 2.6 into 10 to the power 5. TK and frequency separation of the mode is given by del F. C upon 2NL. The formula is C upon 2N is the refractive index and the length. Okay, so you can find out this value. So we will wind up our class over here and we will discuss next units in next class. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. See, your last working day is, I think, 26th. After that, we are having your second midterms. So be prepared for that. So any doubt, student? Okay, no doubt. चलो ठीक है. So goodbye, students. Take care.